OverKnight here, and I'm back with another recent video games pickup. This episode is filled with heavy hitters from the PS1. To get things started, I haven't had this in my collection ever. I've only ever borrowed the game, and I wish I had it. But Resident Evil 2. This is my favorite Resident Evil. Way over 4. 4 was good, but 2 is the best. 2, they really shined. Number 1, I played the most of because I never owned this one. But number 2 is longer, there's more Easter eggs, there's more to do. I found it a lot more fun. Moving on, I have a couple fighting games for you. This game, I never knew they made for PS1. I thought it was an Xbox exclusive game for a long time, but Dead or Alive, the first one on PS1, one of my favorite fighting games just because it's so fast-paced and the counter system and the balance of all the characters. Yeah, I'm glad I got this because I didn't know it existed on PS1, so awesome for me. This next game is the worst in the series, in my opinion. The reason I have it is because of the fatalities. Mortal Kombat 4. The fatality that Quan Chi does in this game made me laugh so hard that I peed a little bit. Well, a whole lot. I fucking peed everywhere, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, I loved the fatalities in this game. This is the first game in the series that went 3D, which is half the reason it sucks. But they've refined it since then. The newest Mortal Kombat XL, good stuff. So this series I liked, but it wasn't until the Alpha came out. Street Fighter Alpha 2. Alpha 3, my favorite. However, Alpha 2, just as good. So this one's 2D. The sprites are amazing looking. They're super sharp, real crisp looking 2D. Capcom makes great 2D fighters. Now they make good 3D, but back in the day, Capcom was where it was at when it was fighting games. Okay, this game is the reason I stopped playing Twisted Metal. Vigilante 8. I played Vigilante 8 Second Offense on Dreamcast, and I'm glad I got this one because when I popped it in to start playing it, man, it brought me back. I liked this more than most of the Twisted Metals, although Twisted Metal Black for PS2 was my favorite. Now, this game was made by MTV, and it was made in 1996, and it runs at 60 frames a second on PS1. Let me repeat that. 60 frames a second. Slamscape. Never heard of it. Frankly, it sucks. It's a vehicular combat, kind of like Vigilante or Twisted Metal, but it's horrid. There's no storyline. There's very little vehicles to choose from, very little power-ups, no missiles, none of that stuff, and it has a soundtrack by God Lives Underwater. I don't fucking know who that is, but it runs at 60 frames per second. But I picked it up. Fuck it, why not? This next game, as a kid, I played the second one quite a bit. Armored Core. I love Armored Core when it comes to mech games. I think they make the best mech games. From Software, before Dark Souls, this is where it was at. And it was brutally difficult, just like Dark Souls. I think all of From Software's games are pretty much difficult. But I like this one because of the customization. You can build your mech with anything. New legs, torso, arms, any kind of guns or weaponry you can think of. It's just all in the game, and you can customize it to your liking. I usually made a fast and light machine gun mech and just run around arenas and wreck people. This game coming up, I wanted for a very long time and the price has only gone up and up and up. And when I got it, I got the most killer deal ever for it. And this is back when Squaresoft mainly made JRPGs. That's what they were for, but they did dabble a little bit in other things. Einhander is a 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. It's mech-based, kind of, I guess. I don't really know much. I just can't wait to play it. This and Air Guys are two Squaresoft games I really want, and they're not RPGs. But Einhander. Apparently it's good stuff. I mean, it's worth like $90. We'll see, I guess. So, I'm going to end on that note. If you're enjoying these recent game pickups, go ahead and mush that like button as hard as you can. Hard and fast. And subscribe. It really helps out. I have an Instagram, a Facebook. Those are all down in the description below. Go ahead and comment. I will answer. Anyways, Overnight Gamer, and I'm not afraid of the dark.